Hello, my name is Beorc and I'm doing a series on the Old English runes. The next one in the series is Beorc or Birch. So this one is a feminine rune. It relates to birch trees, and birch wood was used to make cradles. And it's also been suggested by some feminist interpreters of the runes that the rune represents the breasts. So here's the rune, which is cognate with our modern letter B, which is derived from it, and I guess that's why it could be seen as hills or breasts. Now, the birch tree is an interesting tree because in the shamanism of the Siberian peoples, it's often seen as the world tree, because it reaches up to the sky, like most trees, I guess. And also the birch tree is very common in Siberia, the parts of Siberia that are forested. The birch tree is also a pioneer tree. It's the first tree to start growing in areas that were freed from ice after the last ice age. So it's a very ancient tree. It's also very beautiful. So lots of symbolism there. And it's interesting that this is the second rune in Tiran Zisu's 8, because we don't really know much about the goddess Zisu, apart from her name is like a feminization of Tu. And so she's clearly a sky goddess, and perhaps the embodiment of that more feminine side of the sun that I referred to in a previous video. The idea that, you know, the masculine sun is the sun beating down on your head, whereas the feminine sun is the watery, misty sun seen through clouds, which is really quite common in parts of the northern hemisphere. So, or the more northerly parts of the northern hemisphere. But anyway, so I think there's a link to the sky in this rune as well, in that the tree reaches from the earth to the sky, and clearly there's a link to the feminine because birch wood was used to make cradles, and women were associated with childbirth and child rearing back in the day. Obviously it doesn't have to be like that now, because, you know, the world has moved on, and men can take part in child rearing as well, and so can non-binary people. So, and women don't have to be restricted to that role, obviously. But nonetheless, that's the symbolism. So, where does that, what does that imply? If you see this rune in a reading, it would be nurture and being cradled, I guess. So either a need for nurture or the possibility of nurture coming up, depending on whether you see it in the present or in the future position in a reading. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time.